Hi, I came to the forum today because I'm really interested in hearing about lots of different women's perspectives about how we address this problem as it gets increasingly more challenging and complex. I think it's really important to hear lived experiences of the women that are at risk of homelessness or experiencing homelessness, and understanding how quickly people can fall into that situation as well. And we're not really doing anything planning for that. And I think this is the start of a conversation today to see how do we actually plan for this and respond effectively, collaboratively together.
Hi, I'm Joanne, and I've come to the forum today because I strongly believe in helping women over 55. There are so many amazing people out there that we can get back into the workforce, become self-employed and start their lives again.
So why did I come to the forum today? I saw on the material, on the promotion material, that it was housing and economics in relation to women over 55. And for me, they go together so tightly, and that's the reason why we don't have to look at it just as a social justice issue, that we need more housing for the poorer people, the people who have got low income or no job and that dreadful new start allowance. We need to see the economic benefits of having all of our population safely housed, instead of all the PR that's on the news about housing is improving. That is, the prices are going up, and more of the ones who can't buy or rent are being left out because there are more of that top bracket of people having to rent the houses that they can't because they can't buy, and those who are still haven't been able to buy a house and get into the 45 plus area are never going to be able to. In fact, I don't think their grown-up children are going to be able to either, to buy a house.
Okay, so why did I come to the forum today? Because the title spoke to me. Women over 55 and homeless. That's where I live. So that's why I came, because it spoke to me.
Hi, I'm Leanne Paulson. I'm from an organisation called Project for Change. We are a charity property developer in the business of providing low-cost homes and low-cost housing. The question, why did I come to the forum today? I guess it was more just to make sure that what we are doing is what is needed out in the industry. We believe that the current not-for-profit sector is broken, that this constant claim that the government needs to do more, the government needs to do more. The government can't afford to do more. We believe it's now for community to jump in and help. We have 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom townhouses brand new out at Leichhardt to buy for $280,000, but we're also willing to sell these to investors, pay the best investors a 5% yearly income, and also then take a head lease to be able to use these places as affordable housing. We can put 2 older women on pension paying no more than 30% of their income into these homes, and it still be positively geared. So it's a great outcome. We believe that investment should be a way to counteract some of the homelessness and some of the lack of affordable housing.
So I came to the forum today because I know Joanne Tyndale, who has organised this, and on a personal level, because it really struck with me. I've got friends who are this close, like the thread between homelessness and where they're living at the moment is so intense. I have also supported my brother, who's over 50 and a person of colour, through homelessness, and the issue is very, very near to my heart, and also because the people that I love are sitting so close to it. We've been talking about what solutions could be, who we need to talk to about it, what we can possibly do collectively to try and make things better for ourselves and each other.
So the outcome today, I really would like to be able to network with these most amazing people. I want to be able to see where it takes us. We have a program called Changing Your Life. We want to see how we can knit this in with everybody else and be able to get these over 55s, the homeless, the unemployed, the underemployed and the casual workers into something that's really meaningful for the rest of their lives.
Do you? I don't have to. Yeah. Okay. What outcomes would you like to see from the forum? The outcomes I'd like to see from the forum is that we acknowledge that enough already. We don't need any more groups or any more support or anything like that. We need to come to the bottom line. So like there are so many groups and so many supports, but we have to actually look at the difference it's making. And at the moment, you know, all well-meaning and good, but yeah. So I would like to see that, you know, a reduction in the supports, but an increase in the effect of the supports.
The outcomes from this forum, I would like to see more awareness of the situation for investors to be able to invest and do well, but at the same time invest in areas where people are able to then live in these homes that they are renting, rather than being squeezed out at the moment by all the high rents and the Airbnb situations.
I really think that this is just the start, and I think we need to continue the conversation around being able to help everybody. The world has changed, the landscape has changed for our businesses. People are now being on casual and contract work, and we need to change this. We need to make sure that these people have a really good life, and we go into being really excited. The over 50s and the over 55s, we've got so much to offer the world, and yet we're being made redundant. So let's change that, carry on the conversation, and see where we can go from here.
My expectations of the forum was that, oh my God, these are going to be the same people saying the same thing, and I don't know if I have the patience to sit through this. I did say to people that I'm going to call in there, but I'm not going to stay. So my expectations were quite low, but they were very exceeded.
My expectations from the forum, I wasn't expecting that there would be so many people who do believe that there is a lot of areas in the system that can be fixed, but also that it's up to community, that the government is trying to do all they can, but it's up to everyone else to jump in and try and help.
So what I really hoped that coming today would bring, and I hoped that my best friend was going to be able to come, because I felt like this is something that we could talk about together afterwards. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to make it. So what I hoped to bring today and learn was what solutions are there that are already out there that I don't know about. Who's been trying things that I haven't seen, and what's the best way to try and finance ourselves and collectively work to try and make solutions that work for our families, work for our, all the different situations that we're living in at the moment, so that we can empower ourselves on a personal level, like a practical level, and also political level.
What needs to happen next is that we need to carry that conversation on. So we need to get local government involved, really amazing community, but also the corporate world. Let's see if we can get those to sponsor our programs, get them in, get these people into jobs and job security, let them get a little bit more education, and see how we can fund it so that these people are not tipping over the edge and being able to get there.
What needs to happen next? I think what needs to happen next is to look at where women are in society. One of my comments today is that we are half the population and we are half the vote. And I think what has to happen next is some fairly challenging questions to women, is saying, why is this still happening 100 years after we have the vote? And why is this still happening when we're half the population?
What needs to happen next? There are a lot of community organisations out there that are doing wonderful things, but maybe we need to just come right down to the bottom line and go, okay, how are we going to fix it? And working more with the actual fix rather than all of the talk fest that happen about the program and the problems.
I think these conversations are so important. I'm so glad to be a part of this, and I think as a next step, we need to continue this discussion, online, having further forums. But I think I saw that there are so many different organizations doing amazing things. We need to bring them into the limelight. We need to see what they are doing, what others are doing, and really having some kind of integration on those. Thanks.
Well, we're bringing the women together. I think bringing the women together, and I think also identifying something that was really critical that was said here today, that women who have had any sort of social disadvantage have different levels of trauma, and we're not acknowledging the trauma. Women who have had social disadvantage and trauma recognise one another. One of the points that I made in a discussion today was that it's all very well to be socially disadvantaged and to be supported, but we want to feed ourselves, house ourselves, do things for ourselves. Every time we have to be supported to do something, there's that sense that you're incapable, and there's a sense of feeling like a child. So I think that we can continue the discussion, but I think that we need to look at bringing women that are socially disadvantaged together because they recognise each other, and I think there's more opportunity for them to grow if they're together rather than mixing them with women that haven't yet socialised, haven't experienced social disadvantage. Absolutely. Absolutely, we are talking about these as we speak, but we feel very concerned about sharing them because, again, socially disadvantaged women are, quietly. So I think it's best probably not to share them, but there are some fantastic ideas going around.